Ronnie Bo has been reported shot, guys. Yes, you heard it.
I was one of the ones that was more so close to him, so he opened up.
And he felt like Jay-Z was kind of insecure because R. Kelly at the time was technically bigger than him.
It appears some light has finally been shed on how R. Kelly's cellmate, Ronnie Bo, was shot after he exposed Jay-Z. Allegedly, R. Kelly was the one that shared this, alongside his experience behind bars, his encounters with his cellmate, and an astonishing incident that revealed an unfamiliar facet of Jay-Z. So what exactly happened to Bo? Ronnie Bo, a young aspiring book author, arrived at the facility in June 2019 seeking inspiration for his writing. R.Kelly, a renowned musician, joined sometime between September and October of that same year, his presence attracting attention due to the nature of the charges against him. Although Ronnie and R. Kelly were not actual cellmates, they resided in the same correctional facility for a span of 2 years. Ronnie had his eyes on R. Kelly from the get-go. You won't believe this, but he thought he could get inside Kelly's head and spill all the tea on his side of the story. Yep, Ronnie was out there waving the flag of innocence for R. Kelly, swearing up and down that those charges were nothing but hot air. He even fancied himself as Kelly's advocate, pushing for a cushier spot in the slammer. But R. Kelly wasn't buying it. Can you blame him? He'd been burned more times than a campfire marshmallow. Ronnie, though, was like a dog with a bone, determined to win Kelly's trust. And you won't believe the lengths he went to. He actually roped in some hardcore inmates to vouch for his credibility. Talk about playing with fire. Turns out, that move totally blew up in his face, as people thought he was trying to squeeze Kelly for some cold, hard cash. But despite the epic fails, Ronnie managed to do the impossible. He and Kelly formed a bromance behind bars. Yeah, you heard that right. They had heart-to-hearts, shared their deepest secrets, and get this, Kelly spilled the beans on all his industry connections, like some kind of backstage past confessional. But here's the twist. Ronnie sneakily slipped those wild stories and eye-opening revelations into his own book, Grind Now, Shine Later. What's more, R. Kelly's time in the slammer wasn't all about legal battles. Nope, it was like his own personal therapy session. Ronnie swears Kelly went all philosophical behind bars, dishing out wisdom on music industry beef, including spilling the tea on that legendary Jay-Z collab. For context, the duo had once joined forces during the early to mid-2000s for 2 albums. The Best of Both Worlds in 2002 and the 2004 follow-up Unfinished Business.
Everybody knew that Jay-Z and R. Kelly was doing business at time with the Best of Both Worlds tour and the Best of Both Worlds album. So
their partnership, despite promising beginnings, turned sour during a co-headlining tour that quickly descended into chaos. You see, R. Kelly found himself feeling threatened by certain individuals in the crowd. Having already received threats prior to the performance, his anxiety heightened as he observed suspicious behavior among some attendees. The atmosphere grew tense, and R. Kelly's concern for his safety became a pressing issue. Despite his attempts to alert the security personnel, his concerns were unfortunately dismissed with a sense of unease and a lack of support. He took a moment to address the audience, expressing his apologies for having to abruptly depart the stage before making his exit. As if that wasn't enough, he was pepper sprayed by Tyron Ty Ty Smith, a close friend of Jay-Z, on his way back to the stage. This incident marked the beginning of the end for their tumultuous relationship. Meanwhile, the disappointment and frustration were palpable, both for R. Kelly and his fans who were eagerly anticipating the performance. The incident is particularly shocking due to R. Kelly's belief that Jay-Z played a role in the threats against him. He perceived Jay-Z's actions as an attempt to harm him during the tour, although the exact motivations remain unclear. This unexpected turn of events caused a rift between the two artists, with Jay-Z reportedly expressing anger over R. Kelly's sudden departure. In the aftermath of the tour's collapse, legal battles ensued. R. Kelly filed a staggering $75 million lawsuit against his former tourmate, accusing him of breach of contract. This lawsuit not only reflected their deteriorating professional ties, but also hinted at the underlying tensions between the two artists. So it wasn't surprising to see that Ronnie Bo's revelation added another layer to this already intricate tale of betrayal and rivalry. Bo's account of Kelly's belief that Jay-Z orchestrated a plot to end his life might seem far-fetched, but it offers a glimpse into the psychological drama that can unfold within the music industry. The competitive nature of the business, combined with personal egos and past grievances, can fuel suspicions that might seem irrational to an outsider. Kelly's perception of Jay-Z's motive, possibly linked to a perceived power shift between the two artists at the time, sheds light on the vulnerabilities and insecurities that even successful musicians can harbor. Meanwhile, fans have commented on this, with one particular fan claiming, "Anyone that knows the story of when the world tour went wrong and R. Kelly sued Jay-Z for $75 million and all of a sudden the lady producing Surviving R. Kelly documentary being well connected to Jay-Z, it wouldn't surprise me if there's some truth to this story." Not saying R. Kelly is innocent or a saint himself, but Jay-Z is known for trying to destroy other artists' careers, especially those he saw as a competitive threat, whether they're rappers or R&B singers. And believe me, R. Kelly was way bigger back then than Jay in terms of popularity and impact. R. Kelly is still bigger in terms of impact even till today, but not so much popularity anymore because his crazy-ish he's been doing. A second fan gave their perspective on the Best of Both World tour, saying, "I believe that Jay-Z was jealous of RK. I went to that Best of Both Worlds tour in Cleveland, Ohio that year, and Jay-Z came out on stage and did all right, but Jay-Z was trash talking about, can't nobody rap like him, he the best, he this, he that, until Kells came back out on stage with no music and gave the longest ass rap I ever heard without stopping, inhaling, coughing, or anything, and the whole entire building stood up and clapped. I remember that standing ovation being so loud I felt that vibration all in my chest. Jay-Z didn't come back out after that. Kells closed the show. I think both guys had egos, but I believe Jay-Z did feel some type of way because Kells was getting the most attention on tour." In any case, these allegations are not the only things that appear troubling Kelly at the moment. Now, let's shift our focus to the financial turmoil that has engulfed R. Kelly's empire. Court documents reveal a new chapter in Kelly's legal woes. Prosecutors in Brooklyn, New York, have filed a writ of continuing garnishment against his record labels. This legal maneuver aims to collect the money owed in a judgment against Kelly. The staggering sum of $504,289, inclusive of interest, is the outstanding balance on the judgment as of June 1st, 2023. One of the major players in this financial tussle is Sony Music Entertainment, the record label that has played a pivotal role in R. Kelly's career. The court's decision to target Sony with the writ of continuing garnishment underscores the desperate attempts to recover funds owed to Kelly's victims. The legal battle has taken an unexpected turn, dragging music labels into the mire of scandal and unpaid debts. Interestingly, amidst R. Kelly's financial downfall, another courtroom revelation has come to light. Back in March, the Illinois Supreme Court granted Heather Williams, one of Kelly's sexual abuse victims, access to his label fund, which was valued at around $1.5 million in 2020. This legal move paved the way for Williams to claim a portion of the funds before another creditor, Midwest Commercial Funding, could seize them due to a separate ruling related to unpaid rent on a Chicago studio. This legal maneuvering adds a layer of complexity to R. Kelly's financial woes, revealing the intricate web of claims and counterclaims that have ensnared his assets. Williams' legal victory showcases the legal system's attempts to provide restitution to the victims of R. Kelly's alleged crimes. As the disgraced singer's empire crumbles, his victims seek both financial compensation and a sense of justice. The intertwining of legal battles, financial disputes, and allegations of criminal activity forms a riveting narrative that continues to captivate the public's attention. In any case, the world of music often serves as a backdrop for dramatic tales that transcend the melodies and rhythms we hear. The allegations put forth by R. Kelly, claiming that Jay-Z once wanted him silenced, add a sensational twist to an already convoluted narrative of rivalry and betrayal. As the legal battles unfold and financial troubles mount, the lives of these two artists continue to be intertwined in unexpected and captivating ways. Whether these allegations hold any truth or are merely the product of a troubled mind, they contribute to the larger-than-life persona that surrounds the music industry and its stars. Anyway, that's it for this video, folks. Bye.